Hello, how you doing?
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. What is this?
I got you some flowers.
Oh my
I know
goodness.
you love them.
That is so kind. Thank you so much.
That's okay. I
That's
kind of
really
looked
nice.
up the ones that you usually go for.
Yeah, you've got the eucalyptus and you've got the sunflowers.
Yeah,
That is so
yeah.
sweet. I appreciate you. That is so nice. What was your name? Sorry, I was
Claire,
looking at the flowers.
sorry. Nice
Jeremy,
to meet you.
so nice to meet
I had
you.
to get you your flowers for this role. You're
Thank you.
incredible. So we've got a little game today.
Okay.
So it's called Everywhere or Nowhere. So
Okay.
essentially, I'm going to give you some things from the movie, some things from the real world, and you just have to tell me if it's everywhere, so you like it, or
Okay.
nowhere, you don't like it. It's not a bit of you.
I like it or I don't like it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
everywhere if I like it. Okay.
Yeah. This is the first one, the legend himself, Bruce Springsteen.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there something that you learned about him while making this that maybe made you feel the most connected to him or gave you a real insight into who he was at that time?
Yeah, there was something we talked about a lot and something he's spoken about and spoke about at length in his memoir, which is sort of, especially in his youth, in his 20s, and at the period where we're kind of meeting him in this film, a great sense of like presence and confidence on stage, in the recording studio, and then those other kind of 21 or 20 hours in the day. That's what he struggled with self and kind of figuring out what to do with himself outside of that. And that's something I feel, there have been times in my life where I've felt a very similar way, and that was a kind of early connector.
Being present is a hard thing when there's so much noise and there's so much
Exactly.
going on. I know he was on set a lot.
Yeah.
Did he give you any notes that stayed with you? Anything that made you feel good, feel motivated?
I mean, yeah, I think he knew what a fragile state, both of us were in, really. He had a group of people making a film about this period, some of the darkest moments in his life, and then I think he knew kind of the pressure and responsibility I was feeling to do justice to him and his story. So I didn't get any direct kind of like, on-set stuff from him. Perhaps he spoke to Scott, and Scott gave me some direction here or there from Bruce. I don't know. But he was a support. I remember most nights, when he was on set, he would send me a kind of message of support in some way. And it could have been big moments, like singing Born to Run, or kind of like a moment sitting in a diner glancing at a waitress walking by that he found particularly honest or true of himself in that period. So those messages went a long way. They were very, helpful for getting me up the next morning.
The next one is musical biopics.
I think everywhere. We all love these artists so much for very good reason. They've all, been friends of ours in one way or another for years and years and years, and I always get excited at the idea, I think, of getting to know these figures better, any opportunity to have a deeper understanding of the musicians that have had such an effect on us as a culture and a people. Yeah, I'm game.
And also introduces new audiences to them, which is beautiful.
Totally, yeah. Absolutely.
Do you have a
point.
favorite of all time?
One of the first ones I saw, I think, was probably the Ray Charles music biopic, which was so excellent. Jamie Foxx was so good in that, and I think that was like sort of my introduction to the genre, and I remember being so kind of blown away by that performance specifically.
And I'm very excited for Enemies with Austin Butler.
Oh man, well, another excellent,
Yeah. Did
biopic.
he give you any tips? Did you talk about it at all with him?
We spoke about it, yeah. We had both already finished these films. I wish we had been closer in the period of prep for me, because he did such a wonderful job. But we spoke about it, a lot, and sort of process and how much time you give to the thing, and kind of moving forward. I think we were both kind of trying to discover, is there a way to do really good work and care a lot without sort of burning everything else down?
Yeah.
I think we're both in search of real balance, but we spoke a lot about our processes with these films.
And the next one, English royalty, Stephen Graham.
Yeah.
What a
Oh man,
guy.
everywhere on that one. Yeah.
That scene at the end broke me. It's so beautiful.
Oh,
What was it like working with him? And were you a fan beforehand?
Yeah, so I saw this movie, This Is England, when I was like 15 or 16 years old. And so that's when Stephen Graham came on my radar. I was so blown away by that performance, and have followed him ever since. he always works with the greatest director. I mean, he's worked with Scorsese over and over again, and Michael Mann over and over again, and now this team that he did Boiling Point and Adolescence with.
Adolescence was
remarkable.
incredible.
And I was so excited, you know, that series came out after we'd done our film, and so it was so fun to like to cheer, you know, and like witness. I mean, everybody who knows, you know, is a lover of like film knows Stephen Graham, but I think like this series took it all to another level, which he's been like so deserving of for so long. So I was just such a kind of like cheerleader throughout that process. Yeah.
Beautiful to watch him get his flowers.
Amazing.
The next one is Nebraska, the album.
Yeah. Oh, everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite song that you loved bringing to life, or a lyric that you really fell in love with while you were making this?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many kind of songs and lyrics. I'll give you two sort of songs, and they're kind of bookend each other. They do, you know, Nebraska was the first song I learned to really sing and play on the guitar. So I'll always feel a closeness to that song. It also sets the tone so beautifully, standing, you know, alone from my process of learning it for the sort of record. It's such a great first track for an album. The most fun I have performing, and what I find to be the most kind of like romantic song, although Bruce tells me I'm wrong, but the last track, Reason to Believe. I love singing that song. There's a deep sadness, but I think such a deep like romance in that music of that song, and a sort of like holding out of hope. That's how I interpret it. That's how I understand it. You know, you hope until your last breath. I think there's other ways to look at that song. Maybe being hopeful for that long is not, you know, a good thing, but the way I choose to see it, there's a lot of beauty in that hope, you know.
And you looked so in your element while you were filming those live scenes. Is performing live, like Broadway, West End, something you'd like to do?
Oh man, yeah, I'd love to one day. Yeah, that was where I started out, and that's kind of what I thought I was gonna end up doing mostly, and what I went to school for, and then other things kind of happened, but yeah, it scares me, but I'm also very interested. Yeah.
The next one is, as we see Bruce turn himself off when he comes on the radio, rewatching your own projects, can you do that?
I guess nowhere, that would be nowhere. Yeah.
That's nowhere.
I mean, it's hard. I do, and I did with this film, and it's great, the film, but I do find it a difficult thing to do personally. Yeah. I think, you know, you watch something that you've done, and there's such finality, you know, in this, and you kind of watch, and you're like, oh, well, what if I'd done this, or what if I'd done that, or maybe I changed this, or I didn't know that's the face, or I was made, you know, you just get really kind of like in your head, and ultimately there's nothing to do about it. And so sometimes I think it's better to just let it go.
Well, I'd love to know, when fans come up to you, what is the role they come up to you the most to speak about?
It changed. I mean, you know, I think The Bear in the last couple of years certainly has been big, but the first series I did, I started when I was 18, was the show Shameless, originally an English series, and I'm still, like, we were in Italy with this, you know, talking to people a couple days ago, and I think it was like 75% Shameless and like 25% Bear, and then, you know, again, a percentage of folks excited to see, you know, this one.
And as she's also got a movie here, this London Film Festival, your bestie Ayo Edebiri.
Yeah, she is the best.
She's
yeah,
the best.
She can be everywhere, for sure.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, she is everywhere.
You've both gone on to shine so much since The Bear. I'd love to know how proud you are of her.
Oh, I'm so proud. It's really, I mean, everybody knew it in that moment, but with Ayo, it was a real gift because, you know, she'd done a little bit of work and she'd done voiceover stuff, but I wasn't that familiar with her, you know, before working with her, and so I got to witness her in the moment, which is a kind of like wild thing. She's just the best. She's smart. She's talented. She's wonderful. She deserves all that's coming to her.
She does. She's everything. Can't wait for After the Hunt as well.
Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't had time to see like anything, but I can't wait to see that one. Yeah.
It was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, so nice to meet you, and thank you for the flowers. That was so sweet.
No worries.
Appreciate you.